Hi, okay, welcome back to my channel. It's Kiara, or KJ, whatever you want to call me. And today I'm going to be doing a story time about how me and my friend ended up with this drug dealer.
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so I just want to say that one, I don't do drugs, I don't condone drugs, and it was just an emergency, and I don't even think he's a real drug dealer. I'm just saying that he is because apparently that's what he was claiming that he was. But okay, so the beginning of the story. So I just want to say hi to Brigitte. My bad, I just want to say hi to Brigitte because me and her, we've been through a lot with these stories. Okay, so what first happened, we were getting our makeup ready and we were gonna go to Latin night, and my friend was like, oh, let's go, it's gonna be so much fun and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, like, you know, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna get guys and everything like that, and we're both single, let's just go to Latin night. Yes.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
We're doing our makeup, we're so excited, and then these guys that we were gonna go with, which is like a whole another story. It was like this boy who said that he was a prince from Dubai.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Happy birthday, Your Highness.
Yes, it is my birthday.
Who's gonna take us there, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, we were supposed to go with them and they bailed on us. They didn't want to go anymore. Like, they were being shady, they just didn't want to go no more. So then finally my friends, like, we were like panicking. We were like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, you know, the guys are not picking us up. Mind you, we're two broke girls, we don't have a job, we don't have a car, so we are panicking because we already told her mom, hey, Brigitte's mom, that we were going to go to something. Like, so then we're coming up with a plan. We're trying to get a ride, and then we're still doing our makeup, still trying to get ready. So finally this guy Snapchats her, and she's like, oh, this guy's gonna like bring us, like, he's down. He said he's down to bring us to Latin night, and he's ready. So I'm over here like, okay, who is this guy? I look at the Snapchat, yo. This guy is taking pictures like this, like with one eye covering his face the whole entire time, and I'm over here like, this is sketchy. Like, what's wrong with him? Like, why is he covering, like, every picture he sends us, like, he kept like covering his eye like this, and I'm like, what's wrong with him? Like, what's wrong with the other side of his face? Like, is there something wrong with it? And then, like, she's over here like, girl, I don't know, but he's not cute. And I'm just like, what you I'm over here like, girl, what? And then like, after that happens, the guy's down to pick us up. So I'm over here, but she tells me that, I'm like, girl, what's his name? And she's like, oh, his name is Killa. And I'm like, what? I'm like, his name is Killa. I was like, who is this? She was like, yeah, he went to high school with us. And I was like, I didn't know him. Like, I don't know him. I don't know who he is. She's like, oh, he knows everybody, whatever. And like, he's cool and he can bring us and he has a ride and he's down. And I'm just like, okay, like, I'm still worried, but my friend, she's like comfortable. She wants to go to this with this guy. So she's comfortable, we're going, and then finally the guy comes. I'm trying to do my makeup really fast so that we can hurry up and walk out the door. And we go into his car. I look at his face and I'm just like, he turns around, he's like, hey, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? I'm not saying anything bad about him or anything like that, but I was just like, hey, what's up? And that she was like, my friend was all comfortable. She was saying all these stuff, like, you know, playing with him and everything like that. And I'm over here panicking because his name is Killa. I never met him before, and he kept taking half pictures of his eye on Snapchat. Like, who does that? So I was like, like his aura and my aura, like it just wasn't mixing. He's driving us there, and then I'm talking to him, and my friend's talking to him. She's comfortable, and then they're like, "Oh, Kiara, why aren't you talking? Why are you not saying anything?" And I was like, nothing. I didn't know what to say because I didn't know the guy, and I didn't talk to anybody in high school because I went to two different high schools. So the other high school, I didn't talk to anybody because I thought everybody was whack and bougie. So I didn't talk to anyone. So we're still driving. We're going to Latin night. He starts playing some Bollywood music, and I'm just like, okay, because you know I watched some Bollywood movies, and I'm just like, okay, I know this song. And after that, he's like, oh, you watch Bollywood movies? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's cool. He was like, what other type of movies? So we're vibing, we're talking, and and Latin night was at the beach. So we get to the beach after we're done talking, and he's telling us how his parents told him that he's a descendant from Muhammad and everything. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know, that's cool, that's what's up. And then after that, like, we're walking in there. My friend got some super short booty shorts with like a tank top on, and I was not gonna wear booty shorts because I have a curvy body and it's just not gonna work. So I was just like, nah, I'm just gonna wear long pants and a tank top. And this dude is just wearing regular clothes with some design on it. And like, we walk in there, and there's like a bridge. So we're crossing over that, and I'm getting over that, and this group of dudes, they looking at me up and down, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then they circle around me, and I'm like getting creeped out, like, oh my god, like, who is this? They're just like, oh, like, how you doing and all that stuff, and I'm over here like, I'm fine, like, I'm okay, and everything like that. And then I was just like, but even though I was saying that, I was looking around for my friend. I had no idea where she was or where Killa was, and I was looking for them, and they were both gone. So then finally I'm walking, and after that they see Killa, and then they're like, is that your man? And I was like, no, that's not my man. I was like, no. And then they were like, ooh, see, I told you. And I was like, well, I got to go.
This shit, I'm out.
And then I finally see my friend. I'm like, why did you guys leave me? Like, why did you guys leave me? Like, you know, that's really messed up. Like, I wasn't happy about that because I just felt like, why would you guys just leave me by myself? And then finally, we're starting to walk in. We get to Latin night. They're playing crazy Latin reggaeton. They're playing a lot of reggaeton music, and I'm over here like, yes, Aventura, and Romeo Santos, like everybody. I'm just like, yes, like, let me listen to that. And by the way, I love Maluma. He's so beautiful. He's a beautiful guy. Enrique too. But anyways, so then I'm over here like, yes, I'm ready for this Latin night thing. We're dancing, we're vibing. Killa takes out his phone. He's Snapchatting everything, like recording everything. Then there's this weird guy that's at the party that like, this old guy, and it was like a whole bunch of young people, and then this old guy comes out of nowhere. They jump on the stage and start grinding on each other on the stage, and everybody's just like, ew, like, what's going on, like, ew. So my friend starts twerking, and this dude just comes up behind her and tries to grind on her, like tries to grab her and grind on her, and she's like, Kiara. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, like, what the heck? And then we see Killa standing by himself, and he's just Snapchatting everything, and he's like for some reason he was the tallest one out of everybody there, like the tallest one. I don't know why, but he started Snapchatting everything, recording everything. And after that, I was like, why is he like going around like this, like literally like this is what he was doing. And then after he did that, my friend was like, oh, do you want to dance with him? And I was like, no, I don't want to dance with him. Like, no, I don't know him. Like, I just want to like dance. So then we got to Latin night so late. It was like 10. No, it was like 9. And then it was ending at like 10 or 11. So then it finally ended. We're driving back, and my friend, this is the part where the broke parts start coming in.
I'm broke. I'm
my friend is like, oh, I'm craving pizza. I'm craving pizza. It's like, and there's like this popular pizza place that's around here. It's called Little Vincent's. So she's like, oh, I'm craving Little Vincent's. I really want a lot of cheese, a lot of sauce, and everything like that. So we're driving in the car, and this guy starts farting.
Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
Don't worry about him, SpongeBob. He's just a SpongeBob.
Just flat out of nowhere, just start farting. And then he tried to put the window down and keep talking. I'm just like smelling stuff, and I'm just like, ew, like what the heck? Like, who does that? Immediately I go right next to the window, like trying to put in the air, like, oh my god, I need to breathe. He just kept on like trying to pull down the window and trying to keep making everything like try to bring in some air, and I'm just like, ew. So then like we're still talking, and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to go home after this, and I don't want to be around this guy. But before we went into the pizza place, we were about to walk in. This boy tells us that he can't walk in, and we're just like, why can't you walk in? And he's like, oh, one of his drug dealer buddies was there, and we were like, what? And I was like, oh my god, like I didn't know that you were a drug dealer. He was like, yeah, I sell weed on the low. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, that's what I sell. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm like going back, like, why is he not, like, how is he selling weed? And like he said that he's a descendant from Muhammad. I'm just like, shouldn't you be out here preaching and stuff like that? Shouldn't you be out here preaching? And then he's like, I sell weed and I smoke it and all that stuff. And then he's like, but I can't go in right now because one of my boys had a problem with this guy that's inside, and if I go in, they're gonna start fighting. And I'm like, are you just saying that because you don't want to get beat up? And after that, and then he was like, nah, I just can't go inside. So then we're like, okay. So then he brings us to this alley, and he's like, let's just keep walking. So we keep walking, and as we're walking, this guy pulls out a whole bunch of like dirty tissues and starts throwing them on the floor. And I'm just like, ew, girl. Like, the more like I'm with Killa, the more I'm just like, this dude is creeping me out. Like, it's so gross, and I don't know what's going on. And we're in an alley, and he's like blowing his nose. Oh my god, he's blowing his nose, and he doesn't care about anything that he's doing. He does not care. And he's just throwing papers out, and he's walking around, and we're walking with him, trying to avoid him from getting beat up. That's how good friends we are. I don't even know if we're friends, because I wasn't friends with him, but that's how nice we were, because we were just walking with him. So we're walking with him, and we're like trying to pass time. So my friend decides to be funny, and she's like, ooh, look at your butt. Look at your butt. It looks so nice. And then he starts doing this walk like this.
Walk down, walk back up. You got it, cuz. I'm doing it. You almost did it, cuz.
I'm doing it!
You almost did it, man. I swear down, like, get a couple days and you got this thing unlocked.
And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what is going on? Like, she tried to hype him up, and he was like getting so hyped that he started walking like this. And then I was thinking, like, is one of his legs shorter than the other, or what? Like, why is he walking like that? And then, like, my friend's like, I don't know. And that's when we went into the pizza place. And then and then after that, then we finally get to the pizza place. So we're going in there, we're standing in line. My friend is still like, oh, I'm craving pizza. I love pizza. He has a $20 bill in his wallet. Mind you, we are broke, we don't have money. So the whole entire time we're thinking that he was gonna buy us some pizza. Actually, I think she saw more money in his wallet, but he took out a $5, and he bought, and he told us to go sit down. So we were sitting down, waited, and my friend's just like, oh, I can't wait to have a bite of pizza. I can't wait, and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, I can't wait either. He comes to the table with a box. He comes to the table, and my friend's thinking that he's gonna ask us like, oh, what kind of pizza do you guys want? This dude said, you got 25 cents? Like, what? Do we have 25 cents? My friend's like, and I look at him, and then she's like, yeah, and then she comes out of nowhere, she gives it to him. So we're still thinking like, oh, okay, maybe he's gonna give us like, maybe he just needed some more money, you know. And then like, she gives him the 25 cents. He comes to the table with a box of pizza that he has by himself, and then he's like, and after that, me and my friend were like looking at him like, yo, like he didn't buy us any pizza. And and then she's like, yeah, I know, right? Like, what the heck? Like, I thought he was gonna buy us pizza. And then after that, when we get to the car, this dude is like, I thought you wanted pizza. You kept saying how you wanted pizza. She's like, no, I'm not hungry anymore. And the only reason my friend was saying that is because we didn't have no money. Like, we didn't have nobody. We just thought that he was gonna buy us the pizza. And he gets to the car, he's eating it right in front of us. We smell the pizza, we're hungry, we're dying. We're like, oh my god, that pizza smells so good. And he didn't get us any pizza. And after that, we're just like, oh, like, let's go home. Like, and I really wanted to go home after that whole entire farting thing. But finally, he took us home, and I was like, yo, I need to go home. I don't want to be here no more. And then after that, like, I went inside. I did not even say bye. I just really wanted to go home because this dude was farting in front of us, didn't pay for our foods. But mind you, we were broke and fresh out of high school. So yeah, I mean, I totally understand. We should have had money, but we did not. And we were broke, and there's also gonna be a part 2 to this because we did go out with him another time. If you guys want to hear it or not. But that's basically the time that we met Killa, the drug dealer. Or supposedly drug dealer. I don't know what he was, but he was interesting. But that was like the first, I wanted that night to be the first and last time that I met him, but unfortunately we had another emergency and we needed a ride again. So yeah, but bye.